And welcome everyone to the Circle of the Make Cage My IQ, the Wrestling Delorean New Japan show. Ladies and gentlemen, the host of TV is One Ivan C, and I'm here with my other host, mi hermano, my blood, my brother, the man with the IQ, the not Vince McMahon, not Verne Gagne, not even Gato himself has what this man has, because he is Mr. IQ for a reason. Ladies and gentlemen, Dan Bakley, Cage My IQ. Yes, and we are here today to discuss and give our predictions. Yes, our predictions. Isn't that right, man?
Wonderful.
Wonderful, damn it.
Wonderful.
Yes, wonderful, because we're here to give our predictions for that's how to happen in the next 24 hours, and that is, of course, New Japan Battle Autumn 22. Happening to you on NJPWworld.com. Make sure you guys subscribe to New Japan World. And that is the lineup of the matches that we're having, as we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 matches that we'll be having here. So we're here to go ahead and break down the New Japan Battle Autumn for 22 here, happening to you tomorrow on NJPWworld.com. Make sure once again you subscribe. Let's get into the action here. So we're going to go, I guess, 9 matches, fantastic matches. And one of them that we've been dying to talk about, and now it's happening. And that is, of course, for the IWGP Junior Tag Team Championships, as we have Los Ingobernables, El Inmortal Titan, and Bushi versus Francesca Kira, TJP from United Empire, as they'll be defending the IWGP Junior Tag Team Champions. Bagley, and who do you got? And let's fucking go. That's right. The real TK here, the banger of podcasting. What is going on, TK? Well, yes, take it away, Bagley.
Yeah, just like you said, I'm looking forward to this matchup. But we got Bushi teaming up with Titan. Titan made his re-entry into New Japan a few weeks ago. And we knew that when he made that, we were like, okay, we knew Bushi needed to do something. This was the perfect way to put him into the junior tag division. And it's going to make for a great match because it's going to be a lot of high-flying, very young guys. I still think TJP and Akira steal this matchup. I think Gideon's going to get involved to help them out in the match. And I think there's a rematch that's going to be brewing, and maybe at Wrestle Kingdom, because you're going to have the of course, the Junior Tag League going on in a couple weeks. So there's going to be a few teams there. I'm excited to see what teams get put in there. But I feel like Bushi and Titan could wind up winning that and get the rematch. But I think the champs retain for now.
That is right. Let's see. Yo, what's going on, King of Cleveland? What's up, my brother?
What's going on, Cleveland?
As much as I love these guys, man, and I do.
Yeah.
I do love this is tough. I love this one. Ingobernables. As much as I want them to win, my heart is saying Los Ingobernables. But my mind, I mean, you put the words out of my mouth. I mean, you pretty much said it. I feel that the United Empire are going to retain. I don't see them losing, and we could see this rematch heading down to Wrestle Kingdom. Maybe what we could see, which it could be a possibility. Maybe we'll see Bushi and Titan be again the number 1 contenders in the Junior Tag League. We may see that.
I would be down for a triple threat at Wrestle Kingdom between Titan and Bushi. You got El Desperado and what's his name? But then the only thing that kills that is the fact that Desperado is going to be fighting for the junior heavyweight. So so that's why I have a feeling that's going to be like a rematch, because it's like who's going to win the Junior Tag League to get the number 1 contendership. They're the only tag team I can think of at this time.
Or think about this. We just saw what happened on Rumble 44. We saw switch of the New Japan Strong Tag Team titles. We could have Motor City Machine Guns entering the Junior Tag League, and maybe it goes for a triple threat match. You have Bushi, Titan, and I guess Francesca and TJP, Motor City Machine Guns, Wrestle Kingdom, Triple Threat, winner takes all. Besides the IWG, I'll give it to you. I know you want it, and I'm gonna give it to you. That is right. That will be a banger after banger after banger to have that. I think that would be great. Imagine if we can have that. Motor City Machine Guns heading into Wrestle Kingdom, fighting for defending their belts as strong, and also going after the junior.
Yep.
Oh, there he is. That is right. He is here.
Sorry for the abrupt run-in.
It's all good. Well, yes.
Yeah.
But imagine if that does happen. Oh, God. We're burning the first match, so good call. Good timing.
So I guess I didn't miss much. All right, cool.
No, you didn't miss much. So break it down right here.
Who do you guys got so far?
We chose United Empire.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the good pick right now. TJP and Francisco Akira are really good as a tag team, and I feel like they have a lot, to continue to prove, and they mesh really well. I love the dynamic of the veteran with the young upstart, but I think that just because Titan and Bushi just became a tag team, I think they might give them this little push here and make them the junior tag team champions. So I wouldn't be surprised if Bushi and Titan win this matchup.
Interesting.
Titan got the grand reveal with taking the mask off for another mask. So I mean, you got to expect a push after that. So I can see Titan and Bushi winning this for sure.
Because we were thinking about adding a triple threat, adding Motor City Machine Guns, since they just won the New Japan Strong titles. They can win the Junior World Tag League and make this a triple threat, winner takes all at Wrestle Kingdom.
I would fucking love that. Former junior tag team champions themselves.
Yeah,
exactly.
There you go. Winner takes all. Jesus, that would be such good shit. Oh, that's gonna be such good shit. Such good shit. It is good shit. Good shit. That's right. All right, let's move on to the second matchup, and that is going to be, of course, Aaron Henare, Gideon Gray, Ozzy Open, in versus Tanahashi, Toru Yano, David Finley, and Alex Zane.
Quite the mix there.
That is quite the mix. All right, what's going on, Nick? What's going on from the Ring Finance Podcast? What's going on, fams? But yeah, Spakely, take it away.
I still can't get the match out of my mind the other day of Gideon Gray getting his suit jacket back on and then having Naito make fun of him by walking out with the jacket, the cane, and walking down like a proper Englishman, and then the whole LIJ just beating him down. But this is going to be a good match. I like it. I'm interested to see how Ozzy Open do in the New Japan style. Of course, they've done Strong and they've done Impact, but this is over in Japan. It looks like maybe they're going to be here for a while now since they dropped the Strong titles, which is cool. Mm-hmm. And I'm hoping that they're going to be one of the entries into the World Tag League, which is going to be interesting because, of course, you got Cobb and Great Khan who are likely going to be in it too. Mm-hmm. But I'm going with the United Empire, and I think, as always, you're going to have Aaron Henare win it with the Ultima.
Okay.
On Toru.
I'll go on this one. I think this could be United Empire's night. This could be their night. I'll have to go with them too. I love Aaron Henare. I'm just loving everything what he's been doing so far in the tour. It just then having Ozzy Open, it's man. What I can see here though, I can tell you is how you mentioned about the World Tag League. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing Finley and Alex Zane enter together in the World Tag League. That's
an interesting tag team for sure.
That would be an interesting tag team. Just to have those two enter will be, I'll be very investing to see in that World Tag League, especially for Alex Zane and a team of. Yes, a team of Zayn and Finley, count me in. I mean, shit,
And it seems like Zayn's going to be around for a while because he's been there for the last month or so. So I feel like he's going to stick around and do more with them.
As he should. He fits well with that New Japan style, and I think he brings something different to the juniors. So
yeah,
I definitely would like to see him stick around.
Oh yeah, definitely. So who do you got, De Niro? Who do you got on this one?
I'm going with the United Empire as well. I like the idea of Hanare getting the victory on Toru Yano. Hanare has been really impressive with his moveset ever since the G1. I feel like every time I see him, I'm more impressed with him. Usually when you have like New Japan put like these hodgepodges of fucking tag teams together where it's just like random people going against a faction, that's kind of solidified, the faction wins because they're the ones who have the experience as a team. But yeah, I mean, it's great to see Aussie Open in Japan. It's great to see Gideon Gray. I love his gimmick. So I'm going for the United Empire here, and I definitely want to see Aaron Hanare get the victory.
The only equalizer would be the fact that Gideon Gray is usually the guy that always gets pinned.
Get the pinfall, right?
Yeah. So,
yeah, I mean, that could be the case too. And if Gideon Gray is the one to get pinned and the other team does win, I hope it's not Tanahashi beating him, because someone like Finley or Zayn would pick up more of it. Will get more clout for them if they get the victory and not Tanahashi, who's already established.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh,
what up, Nick?
Oh, there you go, Nick, leader for the Universal Wrestling Podcast.
Word.
And I like Tim's like what he mentioned here in the comments too. Finley could elevate Zayn like Juice elevated Finley. I absolutely agree, brother.
Word.
That's straight facts right there. That's 100% facts.
And that's a banger team.
A banger team is a banger, damn it, banger. All right, we get into the third matchup: Hikuleo versus Yujiro Takahashi. And of course, the challenge was made, during the tour when Yujiro attacked Hikuleo. Says we have no Carl Anderson since he's already in Saudi Arabia, and so we all know it's a fucking work, man. Everybody keeps saying that. I mean, we all see New Japan's statement. We saw everybody commenting about New Japan, saying, "Oh no, they might strip the belt." I feel like this could be a fucking work, and I don't know. It could be. I mean, it could be a work, but I like this so far. Something gives me a feeling, and I'll go very quick on this one. Hikuleo will win. I wouldn't be surprised. There's like put a vignette of Carl Anderson. Hey, Hikuleo. Hey, yeah, what's going on? Yeah, all right here, Saudi Arabia. The went to never open with help. All of them so sick, and just having over there drinking a beer with his, big LIG. And,
show AJ Styles too while you're at it.
And showing AJ Styles. That'd be so fucking amazing to show AJ Styles.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I'll be over there. Don't trip. I'll be back. And I think maybe we can see that defense happening. Maybe I think for that show, that New Japan Stardom show, maybe it could happen in that thing. Maybe so. Never know. Could happen.
I can see that. So you have Carl Anderson drop the belt and doesn't have to go back to Japan to do it. I can see that.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I got Hikuleo in this one. Should be a fun matchup. It should be very entertaining. But I still want to see what Yujiro has against a big man like Hikuleo. And I mean, like I said, we can never go wrong with Yujiro. We already talked about his credentials here on the show. So I'm really excited to see what's he going to bring to the table in this. But it'll be entertaining for sure. Bakley, take it away.
Yeah, I think Hikuleo is going to win. I think that they're going to push the match with Carl Anderson to Wrestle Kingdom. If you look at how WWE's schedule is, they got that week gap after the MSG show in right after Christmas on the 27th. And then they're basically out for like a week and a half, because they usually tape that Raw like double. So it gives them time to go to Wrestle Kingdom and do that show, and then drop the title and then come back in time for Raw the next week. So I think he's going to do that, and that would be the way to drop the title to Hikuleo. But I think you got to keep Hikuleo red hot, big guy, and you got to showcase him that way. I think it's going to be a fun match. It's going to be interference to kind of neutralize Hikuleo, but he's going to get around it with the Jado at his side, and he's going to get the victory.
Okay. All right.
By the way, this is off topic, but I just noticed Dan's shirt. Fucking awesome, bro.
Yes.
Did you
Love
cop
it.
that at the MLW show?
No, my buddy has a line
Mm.
with the British Bulldog's daughter. So,
Oh, that's awesome for sure. I like the shirt.
yeah.
Oh yeah, he loves it. You know why? Let me tell you why. Because he's feeling a little
Very oozy.
He's feeling a little very oozy.
Yes.
Yep.
He's feeling a little very oozy.
Feeling a
Go
little
ahead.
loosey.
Lucy Uzi. There you go. De Niro, take it away.
I think this is 100% a no-brainer. Hikuleo is going to win this matchup. You're going to continue to build up Hikuleo for that never open weight title. And I, just like you, Ivan, I definitely think that it's a work. If Carl Anderson really did the company dirty like that, they wouldn't continue to mention him. It would be something that they would just like hide. They would strip him of the title. New Japan does not play with their titles. We all know this from the past. New Japan does not play with their titles. If you're not going to defend it for no matter what reason, then you're going to have to be stripped. I remember, wasn't there was some like natural disaster that prevented Jon Moxley from defending his United States title, and even though they understood why he couldn't make it, they still stripped him. What happened?
No, go ahead.
Even though they understood why he couldn't make it, they still stripped him of the title. So you can't tell me that Carl Anderson's going to like no-show the event and then you're going to keep the title on him. So that's what tells me it's a work as well. But yeah, Hikuleo definitely 100% winning this, and then he is going to face Carl Anderson down the line.
Okay. Love it. All right. Let's see. I'm trying to get everything here part together. All right. It is time to get into, of course, the TV Championship semifinals. Let me go ahead and show very briefly here, of course.
Let me flex a little bit.
I know you want to flex a little bit because, okay. We did see what happened between, let's see, Sonata and Kenta. We did see Sonata at advancing, so that was a great matchup.
That shocked me a lot.
I'm pretty sure it did. It shocked me too. And then seeing, of course, Ren Narita defeating Toriano, which was expected, so I wasn't really surprised on that. I mean, it was expected that was going to happen. So now we have those semifinals, and then of course, but we're going to talk about this we're going to talk about that semifinal, and that is of course, let me see. I just had it here a minute. Oh, actually, no, we're going to talk about that one after. Which one we should talk about is Zack Sabre Jr. versus Evo. Okay, I like the fact that Evo attacked Zack Sabre backstage. I liked it because now you got me invested, Evo. Even though I fucking hate it, I still hate you. But I love you just a little bit. But
it's like the scene in Step Brothers was, I still hate you.
Yes. Then seeing Evo attack Zack Sabre after Zack Sabre was just talking shit. Bollocks this, bollocks that, and then all of a sudden I see Evo choking him out the shirt, like to sell Sabre, sold. And so I'm really now invested in this one. And I think this is going to be, and I'm going to call it right now, I think this is going to be the one that's going to be the coin toss. This is the coin toss right here. Oh, here's it's a coin toss. Sabre wins. That's what I pick. Why I say coin toss? Because Togo's dumbass will be getting involved too much, and it's just gonna cause us to be over the time limit, and that's when the coin toss, will happen. I think that's where they're gonna head to on this. That's just my prediction for the semifinals. Quickly take it away.
I got Zack Sabre Jr. here, and Evor's made this nice run through the tournament with his trusty sidekick Dick Togo at his side, helping him out with these matchups. But Zack Sabre Jr. is a very technical guy. He knows how to keep things in the ring. I think he gets it done. Maybe he has Taichi there to help him out, or he has somebody out there to even the odds and help him get the victory. I could see the coin flip here, definitely so. I think that could happen. But whether it's the coin flip or if it's a pinfall, I got Zack Sabre Jr. advancing to the finals. I just think it's the right move to do.
It's definitely the right decision. I mean, where you at, Dan? So you lost Kenta. That one you did lose because you had Kenta to go into.
Yeah.
So, but you have Renarita still, right? You still have him alive, and you have Zombie alive.
Yes, I got the potential finals alive.
It's like, oh my god, I love you too, fucking asshole. I always get him right.
He knows his New Japan.
That's why he has the IQ. Damn it! Than anybody else here. Shit. De Niro, the floor is yours.
Have we established yet if this is a gimmicked coin flip or a shoot coin flip? Because if it's a shoot coin flip, we cannot risk Evil being in the fucking finals of this tournament.
Oh my god! Imagine.
Imagine like Zack Sabre Jr. whips his ass the whole match, and all of a sudden Evil wins by coin flip because it's the shoot coin flip.
And then you check the coin, and both sides are evil.
Yeah, I mean, with that being said, definitely Zack Sabre Jr. all the way with this one. I'm not the biggest fan of Evil or Dick to go. I think that Zack Sabre Jr. is going to be in the finals of this. I have no doubt. So, going for Zack Sabre Jr. here. And the way he wins, I don't know if it's going to go to coin flip. I think that he might just win by submission here.
Okay.
I will say I like with his character how there's matches where the lights go out and then it's Dick Togo helping him out, get like even in the odds and getting Evil back into the match. I do like that. It's his like signature thing that happens. Yeah, and it's perfect for the mid card.
That's true. I mean, this is going to be quite it's going to be interesting. Now we get into the second semifinals. Now we can talk about it. That is, of course, Ren Narita versus Sonata. My boy.
Wait. It's Caveman Sonata now.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Fucking long hairy ass. Damn, man. They need to update his picture. They need to update that picture for sure. But man, we have, of course, Ren Narita, who defeated, Toriano. Sonata defeating Kenta to make the semifinals. I liked how, right after when Sonata won, he called out Ren Narita. Ren Narita comes out, and he was talking shit to him, and Sonata was just like, "I'll beat you, and no one could stop me." Like he gave like literally plain words. They didn't say much, and then a win and drops the mic, and then like, what the fuck? That's it. And Narita's like, "All right, asshole, I got you numbered." But I did like that. It was awesome. Oh, but I think I'm hoping this could be the match of the night. I think this could be a sleeper. Because now we're going to see Sonata testing the waters of Ren Narita.
Mm-hmm.
Man, this one I have to. I got to do it. Please, let me. I had to do it. Because fuck, it's gonna be a banger. Oh, yes. It is. That's right. I got Ren. As much as I love my boy, I got Ren Narita, but it's gonna be a hell of a matchup. What about it? This could be coin toss too, but I hope not. I hope Ren Narita wins on the last minute, like 3, 2, 1, and then they come like right after 3, and then barely just winning the match. Oh shit, that'd be so fucking exciting if that happens. That's just you see. I should be. I don't know what's wrong with me. I had it all day. But
what do you think Narita thinks of his pappy being on Rampage tonight?
Oh, he's supporting his pappy, all right, because he's wearing his trunks.
Pappy Shibata.
It's hammer time.
It's hammer time. Boom, boom.
That's what's gonna happen tonight.
Right? Oh, yes, indeed. Bagley, take it away.
I'm going to keep it short and sweet. Ren Narita's going to win. Kenta's going to cost Sonata the match. On to you.
Ooh. That's interesting.
Really?
Tell me he didn't just say that.
You did say that? All right. That's a bold statement coming from Mr. IQ. Wow.
Sorry if you hear my guinea pigs in the background.
Yeah,
It's
the
cool.
guinea pig.
It's cool.
Hey, the guinea pig agrees with me, you know.
Yeah,
Even the guinea
like,
pig agrees.
and because the guinea pigs agree with you, I'm going to agree with you too, because I think, you know, I said it from the jump that this title was made. I mean, this title was made for someone like Ren Narita. The whole tournament is made for stars of tomorrow and not the stars that already, you know, are here. And in Sonata's case are, you know, almost passing because there's not much going on with Sonata besides this, like, is he going to team up with Tai Chi and not, you know, that he has that going on, but he doesn't have much going on besides that. So Ren Narita would be an amazing choice for this title. And I love the idea of Ren Narita versus Zack Sabre Jr. in the finals. So I'll take that.
And I like the fact that they said that. I believe it's going to be on social media, but I believe they're going to not just be on New Japan, but they're going to do it at strong events too.
Yeah.
Which he's been on a lot of the strong events, and he's able to travel like that. So,
and it opens up a whole nother list of people that could go after that title. Then now you're talking about the Filthy Tom Lawlers and the Bad Dude Tito's that could come after that title as well.
Yeah, it's what it is. It's going to be a mid-card title, and it opens things up. I think that was the plan all along for it to go to strong, since they only have the open weight, and it adds another title for them to utilize there, and then come back to Japan and use it there too.
Facts, yeah.
Indeed. All right. Now, Big Dan is going to break it down to us on this one because I, obviously was not informed until what you just mentioned earlier. But so I thought it was going to be an 8-man tag, but unfortunately, it's team blue, team red. So
it's team blue, team red. They drew the papers out of a box or whatever at the conference today, and one team's going to be Master Wato and El Desperado, and the other team's going to be Ishimori going up against partnering with Hiromu and Tanahashi. So Takahashi, those are going to be the two teams, and I'm going to go with Wato and Desperado here. I think they're going to get the win here. I think with Ishimori being the champion, I think it adds to the fire if his team loses, because you know that him and Hiromu really don't like each other. And you kind of seen this weird funny thing between Wato and Desperado where they just push each other, poke each other, and they don't like each other, but it doesn't seem like they hate each other. So I think they can work together just good enough to get the victory. And I think it's going to be Master Wato who wins with the submission on Ishimori.
All right, I like that. Okay. What do you got, De Niro?
I don't know. Like the team of Ishimori and Hiromu sounds like it's like such a powerhouse team for the juniors that it's hard to go against that team. But it's also because of their feud that I don't see that team meshing well, and it's just going to all break down. I think that there might be a opportunity for this to just break down to a giant brawl where all four men don't get along and it builds up to their match and it's just thrown out. So I'm going to say that this match gets thrown out because none of these egos could align with each other.
Really?
Yeah. Is that a first? Have you ever had a prediction show where someone says it's going to be a no contest?
Never heard of that one. That's a first. I like that.
You gotta play the Chris Tucker thing now.
Oh, well, you got it then. Okay.
I cannot believe this shit.
No, because if you think about it, we're building up to a matchup between these four to go against each other at Wrestle Kingdom. So, the way I would do it is none of these four guys could get along. So just keep it all individuals. If they are in a tag team, it's not going to happen. It's not going to be able to work out. They're going to all break down and they're all going to fight. So that's how you keep this, momentum building towards their matchup, in my opinion.
I get it. Yeah.
It's the Vince McMahon thing to do.
Yeah, well, that's Gato's heading towards that direction, being like fucking Vince McMahon.
Facts. Where's the paralegals?
50-50 booking.
I think for me, I like Waddle and Desperado. I like that team. I really do. I've been saying it. I said it. I called the prediction a while back. For Wrestle Kingdom, Waddle's going to take it. It's going to be his year, his time. And I thought, with Desperado, he had his moment. 2 years ago, like 2 years ago or a year before, he had banger matches.
And then Hiromu had his 3 years ago when he not only did he win the first one, he won the second one against Desperado and Ishimori. Tasmo and Ishimori.
And it was a hell of a banger matchup. So I'm definitely gonna go with Desperado and Waddle. I like this. Something tells me that Waddle's gonna be the one getting the pin. He's gonna pin. No, you know what? I think he's gonna pin Hiromu. He already pinned Ishimori already in the singles matchup they had. So I think this will be another fascinating to see a shocker banger, seeing him pinning Hiromu, and they'll be like, "Oh shit!" So all right, so this is now you're gonna get everybody talking.
I think that's only one of the three he hasn't pinned.
That's what I'm saying, because he already pinned Desperado, pinned Tachi Samori. He hasn't pinned Hiromu.
I can see that happen.
That would be interesting. So I think definitely will. I get that happening for sure. All right, now we move on to the seventh matchup here, and that is, of course, that's right, Jay White, the Switchblade, Jay White, IWGP World Heavyweight Champion, and Kenta versus Kazuchika Okada and Tama Tonga. Oh, this is a interesting tag match. Yeah, right. I like this though. This is intriguing to see. Take it away, Bakley. Who do you got on this one?
I got Okada and Tama Tonga here. You got to add a little bit of intrigue going into their Wrestle Kingdom matchup, and I think all four of these guys will likely, three of these guys will likely not appear again until December. So I'm interested to see what happens when they all come back. But I think you can have Okada and Tama Tonga win. You get Okada looking good before that matchup against the champ. I think he might actually pin the champ here. I think maybe you do that. Kind of like with the earlier, you had Tama Tonga pin him at the G1, and then he got over very well in the matchups leading up to their decoration where Jay White would win it. So I'm going to go with Tama and Okada.
Oh, okay. Then who do you got on this one?
This is a toss-up. It could go either way because both of these teams are pretty, stacked here. I think that having Kenta and Tama Tonga as the other guys in this matchup could lead to something happening in Wrestle Kingdom between these two, which would be an interesting matchup. I don't know if they faced off yet, but Tama and Kenta, that would be very interesting. So I would have Jay White and Kenta win the matchup by Kenta hitting like GTS onto Tama Tonga, but I would have it like Kenta needs to hit like a low blow behind the referee's back and then hit the GTS. This way, Tama Tonga has a gripe with him going into Wrestle Kingdom. But because right now, like, what are you going to do with Tama? And Tama Tonga was built up so strong to like go against Jay White, and then now it's like going back down, losing momentum a little bit. So I think a feud with Kenta would be really fun, and this could start that. So I'm going with Jay White and Kenta. I just don't see Okada or Jay White getting pinned in this matchup.
Yeah, you're right. I don't see it either. Good call though. I kind of don't fucking see this either.
I might think that Okada pins Kenta.
That could be, but
because I do have a theory with Tama Tonga. I'm not going to give up yet, but I think he could pin Kenta because I have no idea what's going to be going on with Kenta right now because he just comes in and out and here and there. So it's like he's not there like consistently enough for me to really think of anything for him. But I do have a theory about Tama to give out later.
All right, I'm gonna have to go with I say Jay White can't lose this one. I'm gonna have to go with Bullet Club. I think Jay pins Tama Tonga though, and I think this is where he looks at Okada. You see, look, this is good. Your faith. This is my era. That's what I see. I think that could be the case on this one. Yeah, and then I don't know what Tama's gonna do. We're gonna have to figure it out what's gonna happen after. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know. I feel really bad for Tama, but
I'll give you my thoughts in a little bit.
okay.
Stay tuned, people.
Stay tuned. And now time for the ones that we're all been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen. That is right. Come on, what the hell? Click on it, baby. Where's the picture? There it is. There you go. Because we got the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Championship matchup: FTR versus United Empire's Jeff Cobb and Great O'Khan.
The real Tokyo Pimp.
Right there you go. Oh man. Yes, I love this matchup. Finally, we get to see FTR in Japan for the first time in a New Japan ring in Japan. And I hope this is going to be a banger matchup. So I'm going to go right quick. I see FTR retaining, and they're going to be waiting for the number one contenders for the winner of the World Tag League. They'll be waiting for that and go to Wrestle Kingdom. That's what I feel that might happen. I like the shit talking that Cobb always like. How many defenses? How many? What? No. You're like, okay. I like that. I like FTR's little, their promo. But I think I'm excited for the fans. I want to hear what they feel about FTR. I imagine we hear FTR chants. Wow, I will applaud it for sure. So
See the reaction when their music hits.
Oh,
it could be the flip though. Personally, I think it might be the flip. I think that the fans may be going for Cobb and O'Khan just because FTR has not defended those titles in Japan, and they might feel a little resentment for that.
That could be the case too. You're absolutely right.
Those titles are kind of being held up and hijacked because FTR won those titles at Forbidden Door, had one defense against Aussie Open ever since. When was the last time we had an IWGP Tag Team title defense? It's been since what? May? June?
Yeah. June, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, in Japan,
Yeah, for not for a non-AEW show,
Well, they did the one in London.
They did the one in London, but the people of Japan didn't get to see that. And then that matchup didn't get released for a fucking month.
Fuck. Yeah, that's a fucked up part, man.
For real. So if I'm in Japan and I'm a New Japan diehard, it's like, yo, get these titles back to Japan because they're not getting defended by FTR.
Yeah.
All right.
They're not even on strong like that. Like shit. At least have them defended on strong.
Yes. At least that. But all right, Bakley, take it away.
This one's tough. It could go either way because, of course, this is the first time doing it in Japan. They also announced that they're going to be defending their AAA titles in the end of December against Dragon Lee and Dragonista, which is going to be a fun matchup there. So it makes me wonder, are they going to finally drop these titles before the end of 2022 and go away from this, all these title runs and then go and focus just on AEW now? Or are they going to continue it? And I feel like I think they're going to win this one and then they're going to lose to whoever wins the World Tag League. And part of me feels like it's going to wind up being an Aussie Open again because how good of a matchup that was. But then there could be a matchup that we're just not thinking of with the World Tag League. We could get Yoshihashi and what's his name winning Hiroki Goto winning it again. Who knows?
I wouldn't mind them going for those tag team titles, but then
they won it last year. Then they won the titles last year. So I have no idea now because of that. It's a whole new ball game this year. But I think it would just be weird for them to drop it here.
Yeah.
Unless there's no plans for them to win the World Tag League and Wrestle Kingdom, unless they try and do a flip where they have Great O'Khan and Jeff Cobb win by like devious ways, by distraction, and win them not clean. And then you have FTR decide that they're going to go into the World Tag League and win it to get their title shot back and face and then you have the rematch at Wrestle Kingdom. So that could be a way to do it. But right now I'm gonna go with FTR retains.
Okay. I love that analogy though. I don't know if FTR is willing to. Do they have the tank to handle that World Tag League? That's like a G1. I don't know if they get ready to handle that, in my opinion, but you never know. Break it down, Dinero. The floor is yours.
I think that FTR is going to retain. This is not that big of a stage for them to lose those titles, like Dan said. And I like the feud that they have with Aussie Open, so I could see Aussie Open winning the World Tag League. And FTR in the World Tag League will be awesome. I think FTR is the best tag team going today, right? And the World Tag League is the one tag team tournament in the world. I don't think there's many others that is, like you said, like the G1 of tag team wrestling. So why not have the best tag team in the G1 of tag team wrestling? FTR wins this matchup. I can see them retaining to Wrestle Kingdom, but I don't think that they're going to hold the titles for much longer past January, just because they're not defending them as often. They're not defending them in Japan on New Japan Strong. So with that being said, I'm sure there's plans for a new team to take those titles off to FTR. I just don't think it's going to go back to Cobb and O'Khan just yet. So FTR wins this matchup.
Indeed. All right, and now we get into the main event of the evening for the Battle Album New Japan on November 5th. The IWGP United States Championship will be defended, as Will Ospreay will be defending the title versus Tetsuya Naito. That is right. So, Naito, take it easy a little bit.
Tranquilo.
No, you be tranquilo, okay? So you be tranquilo. This could be the last moment for Naito's career. If he wins this, he is going to Wrestle Kingdom with his United States Championship. And he will be a Grand Slam. Grand Slam champion, right? I don't know if he ever won the Never Open weight, but I don't think we should count that. He's won the Intercontinental. He's won the obviously the main championship at the time. Yeah.
Won the IWGP Junior Tag Team Champions when he was in No Limit.
Did he ever win the tag teams?
Yeah, him and Sonata won them.
Oh yeah. So he won the heavyweight tag teams with Sonata. He won the junior with Yujiro. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and we already know how he felt about the IC title. Just get out of my face.
Okay, so now, all right. I love you, Sonata. But something tells me that. Well, you know what?
Yes. He won the Never Openweight Championship once.
Oh, so there you go. So this is
Grand Slam if he wins.
He's won the G1, the Never Openweight, the tag, the junior tag, Intercontinental, and the heavyweight. He just hasn't won the US.
Okay, so I will give him to win the US Championship. He's going to Wrestle Kingdom. This could be his last one. And
wow,
he wins it. And it could be his last Wrestle Kingdom and be more of a manager for LIJ. I know. Yes. I'm feeling.
It's because you're not feeling Uzi?
Yeah, it's because of that, But it's because I love Naito, but he needs his knees, man. I've been saying it for his. Oh my God, he's not looking the same anymore. All those injuries are really getting to him.
Start to catch up after a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm going with Naito winning. I say Naito becomes a IWGP US champion, and we have Will Ospreay going after maybe after the briefcase. I'm hoping, like how I've been saying it. Give this man the opportunity, or give him something to do. I don't care. Fight Danielson if you want. If Sex can't do it.
Hey, Kenny Omega is coming back, right?
Oh, that's right. Kenny Omega.
That was the big feud.
That's right. What about if Kenny Omega interferes and then causes him the matchup? And then there's your feud.
How many times have I said that?
I think, yeah, you said it a lot of times.
I say it once a week. It could be just a random card in like in like Tokyo or something, like just on like a random Tuesday, and I'll say it happened.
House show.
Yeah, house show.
No commentary, one camera angle. Kenny Omega's coming tonight.
I didn't expect it.
I know. Okay.
Man.
Well, Blakely, take it away, man. What do you got on this one?
This is very tough because as much as that sounds so true, this is one last one that you can give him going into Wrestle Kingdom. I don't know, it just doesn't add up because you got Will Ospreay with how that faction is doing. Like, if he drops it, what is his plans going to be for Wrestle Kingdom? And we've been saying all along, him versus Kenny Omega, but the longer this goes without them announcing Kenny Omega coming back, the farther away I get from going with that as much as I want to, because it's like, how are they going to set it up? There's been several chances for them to do it. Like the G1 was the perfect time to do it.
Yeah.
But they didn't. They held off on it. And then you got the suspension thing with him. That killed off some of it. This would be a good time with them saying that the investigation had already ended. The investigation ended. The lawsuit, whatever it is done. And they said that apparently Omega and the Young Bucks have been backstage at the past two Dynamite. So it could happen. But if he was just at backstage on Wednesday, it makes me hilarious to think that he's going to be in Japan on Saturday. But
we seen Ospreay defend the title in Japan on a Saturday and then be on what's called AEW on a Wednesday. So it's possible.
It is possible.
But is it likely?
That's the thing. Like my heart is saying that, but my mind is thinking differently. Like I want that to happen. I want them to give it to Naito, and then it gives you a reason to keep Ospreay busy by doing him and Omega, and you can cross promote having him appear on Dynamite, and that's your way of bringing back Kenny Omega and showcasing that, or you just have him being able to be on New Japan, and since everything's done, it gives them something to do. And then he can Wrestle Kingdom. So that's something that could happen. I'm still going with Will Ospreay winning this until I see Kenny Omega. I gotta see Kenny Omega. If I knew Kenny Omega was already back, I would be going Naito all day, because I would think that it would lead to like a non-title, like one-on-one match between Ospreay and Omega. But I'm gonna go with Ospreay win this one. But what I was going to say earlier is, but I have a feeling that no matter what, whoever wins this, that's where Tama Tonga is going to come in, and he's going to wrestle for the U.S. title at Wrestle Kingdom. I think he's getting that title shot. It gives him something to do. It's a mid-card title, but it's kind of up to the top because he's already won the Never Openweight. He's won the tag titles. He beat the Final Four in the G1. He's showcased himself. He's having a great year. What better way to cap it off? I think at the end of Wrestle Kingdom, he's going to be your U.S. champion.
Okay.
Mark it down. Remember the day.
November
4th, 9:03 Eastern. Dan says that Tama Tonga will win the United States champion at Wrestle Kingdom. I disagree with that.
Yeah.
Everything he says comes true because Dan is like the fucking sidekick of New Japan.
Because I think you gotta like he just had the world title. There's no way that you're gonna give him a world title shot and then have put him in the New Japan Rambo. There's no way that's gonna happen. So
I agree.
What's the best route for him to go? And that's the US title.
I agree. That's a really good take. I also just because if Kenny Omega does come, I could still see Will Ospreay retaining. You could have the story of the first ever United States champion versus the current United States champion. That also adds to the intrigue of the matchup. But I do see Naito. I could see him winning this matchup just to give him one last big title going into Wrestle Kingdom. I was just thinking about it. Like, do you think, and this is completely random, right? I already gave my take. Like, I think Ospreay's going to win, but I can see Naito winning, right? So this is like off topic. But do you think, being that Shinsuke Nakamura is going to be in Japan just 3 days before, do you think Shinsuke Nakamura gets signed to the Wrestle Kingdom card as well?
I don't know if he will.
That would be fire, though.
That would be fire. Like I talked about that and how cool that would be. On one of my other shows, we talked about the matchup with the Great Muta in New York. So I was like, that whole thing happening opens up a lot of doors.
Yeah.
And with him already going to be there, it could happen. But it depends on how, like, New Japan, Noah, and WWE are, and how they feel about that. Because there would be, but then again, Noah could be taken out of it because that match in Great Muta is already going to happen. So
it's a one-off,
it's a one-off. So they would get their match out, and then it could be like something that. But that would mean that New Japan would have to be talking with Triple H. That's the only thing.
Well, here's the thing. The reason why I could see that happening is because WWE kind of owes New Japan one. Carl Anderson is not defending his title. He's going to be in the WWE. He's not in Japan for this. So I could take this as New Japan saying, hey, all right, you could have Carl Anderson for whatever date, and you owe us one. And what better? Remember what I said when we were talking about a possible partnership? I said, what if it was the other way around? What if we got Nakamura back in Japan? I think that we're closer to that than ever before because he's going to be in Japan. Wrestle Kingdom is right around the corner. He's going to be there 3 days before. And WWE technically, in my opinion, owes New Japan a favor.
So are you trying to tell me that they're going to relive that Naito versus Nakamura matchup?
Well, that's what I was going to lead to. If Will Ospreay wins the title, well, if he retains the title and leaves fucking Nakamura, if it leaves Naito with nothing else to do for Wrestle Kingdom, why not have a one-off Naito versus Nakamura one last time at Wrestle Kingdom, Tokyo Dome? Like, it sells itself. Like, you don't even have to have a story behind it. It sells itself as just another amazing matchup on that card.
Not knowing this, when I was thinking about it, if you had Naito versus Tama Tonga for the U.S. title at Wrestle Kingdom, you would be having the two wrestlers wrestling each other that lost in the semifinals of the G1.
Yeah, that's true too.
And Naito and Tama Tonga, they both lost to, of course, Okada and Will Ospreay in the summer.
That's true too. I mean, that could happen. I really like your idea about Tama Tonga versus Naito. And even if Nakamura's on the show and he doesn't go against Naito, I love the fact that if we do indeed get Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay, we could have Wrestle Kingdom have a signed WWE talent on the show, a signed AEW talent on the show in New Japan. Like, stuff like that really excites me. I still see the Great Muta, basically. I could see him wrestling on this show as well. Like, the Great Muta is retired for one last Wrestle Kingdom.
My theory is him versus Great Khan.
That's a good one. Yeah. I was thinking him versus Tai Chi or Sonata, like, because like of the ties between the Great Muta and Tai Chi and Sonata, but then also I mean, Great Khan versus the Great Muta, that sounds like a fucking
just because he's
money match right there.
Just because he's spinning his face, and I don't think that they're just gonna do one off with the 3-on-3 match at crossover. Yeah. I think that intensifies it and creates a 1-on-1.
Yeah, for sure. But overall, I think that this card is going to be great. A lot of big matches on this card. I can't wait for it. To be honest, I'm a little bit more excited for this card than I am for Crown Jewel. And Crown Jewel was stacked, but I'm excited for this.
Yeah, I'm excited for this. I'm excited. They should be announcing the World Tag League competitors tomorrow. And then you got the Wrestle Kingdom right around the corner.
Most definitely.
Gentlemen, that is right. I appreciate you all for tuning in here. So I'm looking forward to see how this is going to happen. I mean, I'm looking forward. We'll be back here next week to give our thoughts, recapping this matchup. This incredible card. So I'm looking forward to. But I appreciate you all for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us. Follow Cage My IQ. Of course, follow Wrestling Delorean and Circle Debate. And we will catch you guys on next Tuesday. And,
hell yeah.
Enjoy your weekend. And enjoy Crown Jewel. And we'll be back with another doubleheader. But once again, the host of these one I've been seeing here with my boy, of course, Mike De Niro, Dan Bakley. We will catch you guys on the next one.
Must bid you adieu, a goodbye, mwah, and good night. Oh my God, it's so great. Bang! Yeah!